Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and before we get into the video, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who's taken the time to watch, comment, and like the videos, and a special thank you to those who subscribe to the channel. If you have not joined the Vested Interest community, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you are notified whenever we post any new videos. On this channel, we cover dividend growth investing, dividend growth stocks, everything around the dividend investing community. And I put out a stock pick of the day video series Monday through Thursdays where we look at a video that's pulled, or a video on a stock that's pulled back on the day, or one that I'm looking for value or see value in. And again, I only cover those Monday through Thursday, not on Fridays. And then I also do a portfolio update every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. typically. And videos like this one. Today, this video, we are going to take a look at a investing portfolio for beginners. I know it is hard to get started sometimes. You don't know where to look. You don't know what to add to your portfolio. A lot of times it's just easier to do ETFs. So for those of you who are interested in individual stocks, I have taken a look at Warren Buffett's portfolio and pulled out 3 Warren Buffett approved stocks. We're going to look at Ally Financial, HP, which is Hewlett Packard, right? They sell computers and computer software, and Kraft Heinz. You're probably familiar with Kraft Heinz, maybe have a lot of their products in your fridge or cupboard. And again, these are all Warren Buffett approved stocks that are in his portfolio as of April 22nd. Now, I did a similar video almost exactly a year ago, and the only reason I am redoing this is because Store Capital, a REIT that was in the previous video, is no longer paying dividends and is no longer able to invest in it as an individual investor. They pulled it out and made it more of a just a stock you can't invest in the stock market. So obviously it's not in Buffett's portfolio anymore. And I had Verizon in there before. Kraft Heinz remains in there, but again, still all 3 Warren Buffett approved stocks, but Store Capital is no longer paying dividends. So I figured I would redo it, and it just happened to be the timing right. Almost exactly a year ago, right? You can see 04/23. You're going to see this on April 22nd. So almost exactly a year ago. And really, I was looking for certain criteria here. I wanted to be paid out dividends every month, right? I wanted companies that paid dividends, and I wanted them to be in Warren Buffett's portfolio. And if you don't know how to find out what is in Warren Buffett's portfolio, you can look up what they call a 13F, and that's for any major brokerage account. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway being one. It will show you what he is doing from quarter to quarter, any buys, any sells, anything he is holding at the current moment in that 13F. Just go into your Google or Bing, whatever search engine you prefer, and type in Berkshire Hathaway 13F, and you can see all the stocks that are in his portfolio. Now, with that said, let's jump into the video. And to get us started, we will start out with Warren Buffett. Who is he? Why should you care about him? Well, Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, right? He's an investor who owns Berkshire Hathaway, turned an ailing textile mill into a financial engine that powered what would become the world's most successful holdings company, Berkshire Hathaway. Again, if you wanted to know what he was holding, type in Berkshire Hathaway 13F, and you could look through his holdings. Often referred to as the Oracle of Omaha for his investment prowess, Buffett has amassed a personal fortune in excess of $100 billion. That's amazing. According to Forbes, he inspires legions of loyal fans to make a yearly trek to Omaha, Nebraska for an opportunity to hear him speak at Berkshire's annual meeting, an event ironically dubbed the Woodstock of Capitalism. Now, what does he really do investing-wise? How did he make $100 billion or even more? It might be more than that now. The key to Buffett's investing strategy is to be greedy when others are fearful. In his 2016 letter to shareholders, he wrote, "Many companies will fall behind and some will fail. Moreover, the years ahead will occasionally deliver major market declines, even panics that will affect virtually all stocks. No one can tell you when these traumas occur. During such scary periods, you should never forget 2 things. First, widespread fear is your friend as an investor because it serves up bargain purchases. Second, personal fear is your enemy." So again, when you're a newer investor, I know it is scary. You're afraid of losing your money. You're afraid you don't know what you're doing. But Buffett always says that time in the market beats timing the market, and we are going to go through ups and downs. So even though we are going through some turmoil now, banking crisis, some banks just closed down there, right? Went out of business. I know it's scary, but there's always something going on every decade. The financial crisis in 2008, when the housing market crashed, the dot-com bubbles in the 1999, 2000 to 2001, pick a decade, you'll see 1970s was the oil crisis, Great Depression back in the 30s. Pretty much every decade we have turmoil. So don't be afraid just because the market may be down. When it is down, when there's red in the market, that is when you're looking for opportunities. So let's jump in and look at the 3 stocks in Warren Buffett's portfolio that I've used as an example for a beginner portfolio. So again, Ally is out of the financial sector. Kraft Heinz is a consumer staple company, and Hewlett Packard, HPQ, and Kraft Heinz is KHC, the ticker. Ally is Ally, ALLY, and HPQ is a ticker for Hewlett Packard. This is out of the information technology sector. Now, I pulled Buffett's cost basis off of whalewisdom.com, Berkshire Hathaway Inc. So if you wanted to go here, this is actually his 13F, right? Whale Wisdom is a site I like to go to for 13Fs. So if you plug this in, you will be able to see everything in his portfolio and look at those at your leisure. And these, I think some of them may be off a little bit, but I'm going to use them just because I could not do any better figuring out a price. They don't really release exactly what his cost basis is, so you kind of have to do the math yourself or trust one of these sites. So I'm going to use the numbers they had. If they're wrong, go ahead and put down below what you think the actual cost basis for Buffett's purchases for these stocks are. And I'm going to use $42.87 as of 2022 when he really started picking up this position. And the current cost as of the close of business on Friday, April 21st, was $25.86. Kraft Heinz, this is actually one Buffett feels is one of his worst investments at $75.49 cost basis back in 2013. So he's held this one for a little while. Current cost basis is $39.22. So you can see so far everything is under his cost basis. And the last one, Hewlett Packard, HPQ, Buffett's cost basis, $36.94. Another one that he recently opened a position in, $36.94. Current cost basis, again, as of April 21st, Friday was $29.48. So all total, if you were to add up what Buffett paid for these, he would have paid $155.30. And if you were to buy them now, you would get them at $94.56. That's just buying one share of each company, right? How many you buy or how you weight it out, that's up to you. I'm just going to use one share as an example. And so you can see clearly here, it is almost half the cost, not quite half the cost of what he paid for the shares. So you can get Warren Buffett approved stocks currently, in my opinion, on sale, which all these 3 are in my portfolio. I have other stocks in there. And if you, like I said, hit the subscribe button down below, join me for the video tomorrow, my portfolio update, you'll be able to see it because I share everything that I do in my portfolio every week, right out in the open. No Discord channel, no paywall or anything like that. It's right out in the open. I think we all have enough to pay for. So I'm trying to help you newer investors. I grew up in a double wide trailer. It's not outside your reach to financial freedom. That is the reason that I put these out. I don't make money on YouTube, but you doing all the things, liking, sharing, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel. That does help out the channel. So do all those things. So again, we're still looking at the same 3 companies: Ally Financial, Kraft Heinz, Hewlett Packard. Their tickers are, again, ALLY for Ally. It's out of the financial sector. Kraft Heinz, ticker KHC, out of the consumer staple sector. And Hewlett Packard, ticker HPQ. And what I wanted to show you here, again, one of the criteria was I wanted it to pay out every month, so we get dividends every month. So as you can see here, HPQ would start you out with 26 cents per share in January. Ally would then kick in 30 cents per share in February. And then Kraft Heinz would kick in 40 cents per share in March, and then back to April, 26 cents in HPQ, right? You can go through this: April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you would get a payout every month. And if you owned, again, just one share of each company right now, add these together, multiply by 4 because they do all pay out quarterly, you would get $3.84 per year. Now, what you should do here is if you did start a portfolio like this, what I do is I DCA into it every week, which just means dollar cost average. Maybe figure out your cost basis. There are a lot of videos out there that you can do discounted cash flows, learn how to do that. I like dividend yield theory. If you tune in to my Monday series, stock pick of the day series, you'll kind of see my criteria. So again, hit that subscribe button down below and join me on this journey. Join me in the vested interest community. Like to pull together a community of like-minded investors so we can share with each other what we're doing in our portfolio. Any positions we think that are overvalued, undervalued. I like to communicate with you guys and understand what you're doing and get your opinion as well. Again, I grew up in a double wide trailer. I did not go to college for investing. Anyone can do this, in my opinion, if you can do simple math, if you can read, right? And you have a little bit of self-control and you don't get freaked out whenever you see a little bit of red in the market. Think of it this way. If you go into a store and you see a sale, do you run out of the store? Well, that's what the market is whenever it starts turning red. Stocks are actually getting more in buy territory, and bringing down your cost basis and bringing up your dividend yield and potential future returns. So I like to see the red. I know it freaks some people out, but I just look at it as, if I go into a store and I'm looking to buy something, I don't turn around and leave because it's on sale. I'm going to buy more of whatever's on sale, right? If I was already going to buy it before. All right. Next up, I wanted to show you what it looks like as far as the dividend yield. If you blended these together, it would be a 4.06% dividend yield. Anything above 3% is very good in my opinion. So this is a high yielding three stock portfolio right here. And if you bought one share of each, this is how your breakout would be. You'd have 41.48% of the portfolio would be in Kraft Heinz, 31.18% of the portfolio would be in Hewlett Packard, and 27.35% of the portfolio would be in Ally. So it would be pretty well diversified as well. Now this is a spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet that I got online here a couple years back now that I use. Obviously, I've only filled in KHC, HPQ, and Ally, but I'm going to link that down below. So if you wanted to use this Excel spreadsheet to document your investing journey as well, you can download that, put in the tickers that you have and the shares that you have, current price. It'll spit out the average share price, the market value. There is some things you need to plug in. Other things will auto-populate. Percent return will auto-populate, total return as you go through, and you'll need to manually enter what sector it is, dividend quarter it pays out, or it's a quarterly, monthly, semi-annually payer, the current yield. This will change over time, so there'll be some things you have to update over time as well, but it is a way to get you started. So hopefully, as a new investor, this gives you at least 3 stocks that you can maybe jump in, or gives you a little more confident to say, okay, these stocks are within my wheelhouse. Again, I think everyone knows these. You're probably aware of Ally Bank, what that is. Ally Financial, it's a bank. You're probably aware of Hewlett Packard. A lot of the companies that I've worked for, whenever they give me a computer, it's a Hewlett Packard HP computer. And I'm sure most of you are aware of who Kraft Heinz is. So these should be all companies that you're aware of. And that is another thing that Buffett preaches. Invest in the things that you use every day and that you understand, right? If you're a Starbucks drinker, maybe Starbucks is one. If you're a shopper that goes to Home Depot, maybe Home Depot is one. Target, you go to Target all the time. You go to Lowe's. All these companies out there that you use on a daily basis can be investments. You just want to make sure that you're getting them at the right price. And again, make sure you understand the business. Make sure you understand there are risks to investing, but it is not outside of your reach. And the only way to get to financial freedom is to invest, right? Spend less than you make, invest the rest, and let time be your friend, not your enemy. That is it for this one. That is the 3 stock portfolio, Warren Buffett approved stocks. Let me know what you think down below. Again, let me know what you think down below. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up. Ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey to financial freedom. Hopefully, you're on your own journey as well. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. Are any of these in your portfolio currently? I do personally read and respond to the comments on the day I post a video. So if you respond today, I'll drop some comments and let you know what I think of your comment. And again, let me know what you think down below. Are these in your portfolio? Are they ones you're avoiding? Do you think they're overvalued, undervalued? Or do you have other dividend investors or value investors like Buffett that you follow? I know Ray Dalio is another one that I really like, but let me know that as well. All right, that's it for this one. This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you in the next one. And thanks for stopping by. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.